Place 33, Secrets of Universal Truths Revealed by Sherilyn Bridget Avalon. Chapter 13, They Hold the Cards. We're still in the elevator when Sherilyn asked Sterling, "What's wrong?" "We have a choice right now," he says. "A choice to make a sacrifice." "Sacrifice what?" Sherilyn asked. "My life," he replies cryptically. "To kill yourself?" she asks. No, he says. "To sacrifice my life for others. That's what they say, and I don't want to do that," Sterling says. "Frank, will you come?" "We are on level 7. Let's get out now," Sherilyn requests. "Frank, will you come?" Sterling implores. "Come on down. Come on, Frank. We need your help. Come on. Come on," Sterling begs and pleads with him. Abruptly, his level of upset grows even more. "Where's Angie?" Sherilyn blurts out. "Tell her I love her." "She's there, watching. I see her clearly," Sterling says, trying to reassure her. "She's up very high on the left. She's rather distant right now. I'm on level 7. It's dark, but it's okay." "Should we go somewhere else?" Sherilyn probes. "No, this is okay. It's okay," Sterling says, his hands visibly shaking. "Stop," Frank urges. He has something to say. Tears begin to well up in Sterling's eyes, and he quickly wipes them away. "It's all right, sweetie. It'll be all right," Sherilyn reassures him calmly. "Hello," Frank says gruffly, as he appears suddenly. "Hi, Frank. How are you?" Sherilyn says guardedly. Sterling begins laughing hysterically. It's a nervous laughter. He notices Angie is becoming more serious and is not smiling now. She knows we're going to move on and end our relationship. We have a choice. She is donned in purple robes today. "You still think it's funny, don't you, Sterling?" Frank declares gruffly, Sterling wiping his tears from the corners of his eyes. "What's going on, Sterling? You're an emotional roller coaster right now. Doing the gyroscope thing again," Sherilyn exclaims. "Frank just asked me if I wanted to die," Sterling proclaims. "What did you say?" Sherilyn probes. Well, he's listening intently now. He knows it's time for a choice. "There's a 10% chance I'll die in the next week," Sterling tells her. "What? Really?" Sherilyn's getting upset. "How can that be? A car wreck? Oh, God, so it's up to you?" "Angie's disappointed in us. She's disappointed in you. I see that," Sterling verbalizes. "Why? Why is she disappointed?" Sherilyn asks, suddenly sobbing. "You do not want your guardian angels or higher self upset with you." "Angie's frowning. I've never seen her do that before." "Frank is being unusually serious," Sterling says, his voice trembling with fear and his cheeks now streaked with tears. "It's because we cut off the love between us, decided to go our separate ways, because you feel I had too many sex partners. What's going to happen to me, to us?" Sherilyn cries. "You're to the right and down. I'm in the middle, smack dab in the middle," Sterling describes. "Angie's further away than I want her to be. She's unhappy about this decision. You haven't been making the right choices," his voice shaking with emotion. "What choices? About what? Angie? What haven't I been making the right choices about? Please tell me," Sherilyn implores. Angie nods her head. "Please come closer, Angie," Sherilyn pleads with her. "She has an apple in her hand, a red apple. I can see it," Sterling says, calming down a bit. "I see it too. What does the red apple mean?" Sherilyn asks. "She's wearing a purple robe," Sterling goes on. "It's not covering the sky as it usually does. She's drawn in, almost shrunken. She's not as outspread across the sky as usual. She and Frank have been talking, I can tell." Tell me more, Sherilyn inquires, drying her cheeks. I have never seen Frank so serious, Sterling says. He says you could die. Are you ready to go? Sherilyn queries. No, not really, Sterling stutters. Well, yeah, my heart's ready to go. My spiritual heart. Actually, my heart is so stressed it could be both, or one and the same, Sterling replies. Because of the way we think here on this plane in this world. Did Angie tell you what was wrong? What wrong choices I've been making? Sherilyn asked. She looks intense. I don't think you want to make her mad right now, St. Stephen expresses. Angie, please talk to us. Sherilyn is doing her best to listen to Angie's thoughts. She thinks we haven't tried hard enough. And I agree, Sherilyn tells Sterling plainly. Good God! What more do you want from me? What do you want me to do? Sterling begs Frank. Shut up, you stupid fucker, Frank shouts. Frank, you shouldn't talk like that, bellows St. Stephen. You dumb son of a bitch, Frank declares. You and Sherilyn are pure people. You're not of them. You're from here. Be yourselves, and you'll be okay. Don't stop now. You're getting afraid, Sterling. It's very unlike you. Your loneliness haunts you, and it's confusing your mind. Take a step back and watch your mind work. Sort it out. Lay the options down like cards. All of a sudden, Frank is holding some cards. Frank lays the cards on the table, one by one, muttering, one card for Sterling, one card for Sherilyn, and one card for her daughters. Your daughter's card is split down the middle with a white line. The cards are lying on the white table, Sterling says. Frank, are you going to sit down or not? Sterling asks, clearly agitated. Frank sat down without saying a word. You always gotta fucking make it a little harder, don't you, Frank? You think I'm not gonna pass the test, don't you, Frank? You motherfucker, Sterling replies. He loves you, Sterling, Sherilyn says nervously. It's okay, St. Stephen says, turning to me. We're related. He's my brother. You're watching this, Sherilyn. I see you clearly in the darkness, wearing white. You have blue eyes, bluish gray, actually. I don't see it, Sherilyn replies. I don't know why you can't see it. Angie's a little closer. She looks a little larger now, and she's very disappointed. We better be careful. Seems like everyone is related here, Sherilyn says. They're upset because you flirt so much. Ask Frank, why can't you be truthful about your feelings and not judge me? Sterling shakes his head no. Boldly, she asks Frank, why does Sterling have such a hard time being faithful to one person on a date? I need to know. Sterling is an insecure, egocentric person, Frank answers. He has the ability to charm the pants off of just about anyone. But that's all he wants to do. In his past lifetime, his parents scared him away from commitment. The deeply rooted thoughts from his boyhood resulted in non-committal behaviors. I believe that, she says. So why won't he make a commitment for us to get this information out there? Sterling can help with your children, Angie answers sweetly. Sterling explains. The cards are on the table, and you're in white. The space is black, and we're in the light. We're in between places. Frank is sitting there patiently. He can be rough, but he is always very tolerant. What does Angie say I have to do? Sherilyn asks. Angie says she's going to help one more time, Sterling replies. Oh, thank you, Angie. Thank you. I know you helped me with my misplacement, Sherilyn says. There's a momentary pause. Then Frank answers. He says, That's it. Sterling, that's it. Stop taking everything so personally. You can meet the challenge of your past. Sherilyn's been helping you. She's a loving, caring person and loves you very much. Deep inside, she knows Frank's words are true. She does love Sterling. Sherilyn paused. I guess I've offended you, Sterling mumbles. Yes, you have, Sherilyn pouts. Sterling says, I've done so much, though, and Angie says you haven't done the right things either. She's disappointed in me, and she's also disappointed in you. Yeah? What did I need to do? Sherilyn asks. He replies, Angie says that you haven't helped me enough. You have to let go first. Let go and let God. Let your love pave a safe road. That's exactly what she said. There it is, a yellow path. I see it. It's full of light. Just go down it and you'll grow. Forget about your past. Oh my God, Sterling says, suddenly startled. What? What's wrong? Tell me, Sherilyn cried. Jesus Christ, that almost killed me, Sterling says, breathing hard. Frank picked up the cards off the table. Crap, it's the children's cards, your daughter's. He's holding the card. Margot's on the left. The card is facing up. He's holding all three now, just staring at them. It's not like him to pick up the cards, Sterling remarks nervously. Why? Are my kids going to be okay? Sherilyn asked. Worriedly, she can feel the worry creeping into her voice as tears spring to her eyes. I'm not sure, Sterling says, breathing even harder. He's studying the cards and freaking me out. Christ, I feel like I'm going to have a heart attack. You're all right, Sterling. It's all right, I'm here, Angie says, trying to reassure him. With a big sigh, he says, Margot's on the left in black. Sally's on the right of the card in red. There's a white line dividing the two. He picked up the card, Sherilyn. Frank picked up the cards, Sterling cries out. Help us. Help us, Angie. Make Frank put the card back, please. Make him put the card down, Sherilyn pleads, sobbing uncontrollably. Hot tears spill over and start streaming down her cheeks. Angie, please make him put the card back down. Please, Frank. He's going to take your children, Sherilyn, Sterling breathed in a deep, dark voice. You need a favor. Oh, God. Please, Angie, help us. My kids. No. Please. They're all I have, Sherilyn exclaims. Sterling's breathing begins to slow as he pleads. Angie, listen to me. Please, Sherilyn can't take it. She can't. She won't make it. I know. Please, Frank, put the card down. Put it down. Put it down now. I know Margot is supposed to be with you. I know you're not shitting me. Let's let her decide. That's what they want, Sherilyn. They want Margot to decide. Decide what? Sherilyn queries. Sterling replies, Yep, they feel you influence her too much. You're interfering with her karma. Don't do it anymore. If Margot wants to be with her dad, you better let her be with her dad, okay? Okay, she replies. Frank, come on. St. Stephen wheedles him, finally laughing. Did he put the cards back down? Sherilyn asked, almost afraid to breathe. Yes, Sterling says with a sigh. Whew, God, you never have to worry about Sally. But as for Margot, let her make up her mind, or we'll all pay. Thank you, Angie. Thank you very much, Sherilyn interjects. Frank could have taken her. It's almost like you're only given so much room to make the correct choice, and then they'll intervene. That's what their purpose is in our lives. You're connected now. All can be prevented through self-sacrifice. You cannot give too many times without taking away from yourself. Oh, my God. I will. Let's go back, she says. Sherilyn looks at Sterling for a moment. She drops her guard and feels his strength and the security his arms offer her as they get back into their bodysuits. With her head nestled against his chest, she sits still in his energy, drinking in the energy surrounding him. Sterling gently held her away, his blue eyes studying her face. He says, The universe has found you worthy. You've been blessed to be chosen to help, and I've been blessed this evening being a witness to our experiences. Instantly, they're back in the elevator of enlightenment, Then on to room 333 again. Sterling leaves, and she gives her girls each 100 kisses and tells them she loves them. 2 minutes later, the phone rings. It's Kenton.